Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tinesha Davis. In this video, we are going to go over our April budget. Let's talk about it. First of all, welcome to all of our new Fab family members, Fun and Budget. And y'all know what it is. A lot of y'all found me because y'all discovered my laid off video, right? So in this video, though, we are going to talk about our April budget, y'all. Even though I was laid off. Ooh, hold on. Okay, we are back. So, as you guys know where we left off, that I've been laid off, right? And so now we want to budget the April budget because I still have paychecks that are coming in. Because, you know, we have, what am I, like 2 weeks in the hole maybe. But then I also have vacation time that they're going to be paying me out on. And then I also have some overhead that they're going to be paying me from my company. So let's talk about the budget. Now, the main thing, though, is honestly, since I started my job, I hadn't received a straight 80-hour paycheck. 2 weeks, 40 hours a week, because I've always worked over 40 hours a week, right? So therefore, I don't know what a true 40-hour week paycheck, how that looks. So in this paycheck, in this budget, we're going to guesstimate that my April paychecks are going to be something like, I don't know, something. So we're guesstimating. Hopefully we make more because that's always nice. But if not, we should be okay. And also this time, this is going to be the first time that we're going to do the budget in the way that we're going to do it, in the way that I'm going to tell you about, okay? Now, if you watched my 10 things to do if you're laid off or you think you're on the cusp of being laid off, I talk about cutting some things out of your budget, right? So this paycheck should speak to that, but it's not going to speak to that fully. So let's discuss. In the month of April, after taxes and other payroll deductions, this is what I expect to bring home, to hit my bank account. This is what we're going to be budgeting from, okay? So $13,875 is what I expect to bring home. From that, we're just going to do a straight mortgage payment of $1,536. A lot of you know we are on a mortgage payoff journey. It's kind of on pause right now. It's on hiatus right now. But I do want to continue putting a little something to my mortgage. It's not going to be anything extravagant like it's been in the past. In the past, we've been sending thousands to, actually more like 5,000 or more to our mortgage in an attempt to pay it off early. But now we're just going to make our base mortgage payment of that $1,536. If I add something extra, it's going to be less than $500. It's going to probably be more around the $200 range, maybe, perhaps, we'll see. So that's what that is. But I won't know just yet until we get toward the end of the month what I'm going to be adding extra, maybe, I think, perhaps. HOA, $111. The gas bill, and this is based off of what it was last month, $204. The electricity bill, again, based off of what it was last month, $190. Cell phone. I have 3 phones on my plan, and that's going to be $200. I pay the bill myself, and the 3 cell phones is for me, my mother, and my grandmother. I don't think I ever disclosed that before, who was on my cell phone plan. But yeah, my mother and my grandmother and me. And they're already low income earners, you know, yeah, that generation. Yeah, when my grandfather passed away back in 2001, actually, I kind of picked up the responsibility of my grandma. Not because anybody asked me to, not because she asked me to. I just did because she's my boo thing. Okay. And so that's what that is. So I'm going to continue to do the things that I do for my family, my mom and my grandma. Even if I don't have a job, I'm able to do that. I factored it into my lifestyle, my expenses. Okay. So that's $200. The internet service, and this is for the fastest speed internet my area provides, $90. And again, we're going to keep it that way because I do have a business of renting out space in my home. And part of the perk of renting out space in my home is that you do have high-speed internet access. Okay, so that's fine. Insurances. This is for the insurance for my car, my home, and insurance that I pay for a family member that I'm going to continue to do. And that's going to be $441. Property taxes for this car here, personal property taxes, is $181. Subscription services, this is for Netflix, this is for Paramount Plus, and that's going to come to about $43. And the reason why I'm going to keep that going, even if I don't have a job, is because, once again, we do provide space in our home for people who pay money. And so some of the, again, benefits that we have is that we have Netflix, we have Paramount Plus. Actually, Netflix ain't on this one. Netflix goes with my cell phone. We have Paramount Plus, and we also have YouTube Premium. That's more so for Jay and I, because we do watch a lot of videos and I don't want to watch commercials. Okay, so that's what that is right there, and we're going to keep that going. Plus, when we travel, it's always nice to have access to some entertainment. There you have it. Groceries. Now listen, these next four things: groceries, restaurants, household miscellaneous, and fun miscellaneous. I do what I've always done. I don't give myself a budget per se, but I call myself a mindful spender. This means that whenever I'm out there in them stores, I think through what I'm buying. I have multiple games that I play, to include a put something back game. You know, like when you're going grocery shopping and you have your cart and you fill it up and you fill it up. Right before you get to the register, just think through, is there one or two things, give yourself a number, that I can put back. Okay, so I'm a mindful spender in those areas. Okay, hair, because we will be leaving, I'm going to get my hair tightened up before we go, and that's mainly going to be the peripherals of these good braids right here. And $200 is what I set aside for that budget. Nails, $100 for nails. Now, technically, I just got my nails done yesterday. And, but I know I'm probably going to need them done again before I leave. We'll see what happens. But $100 set aside for nails. Lashes, $145 is set aside for lashes, because I do plan on continuing the upkeep of my lashes. I did put it into my budget, guys. In the 10 things, I go over my budget in detail. My budget that I stripped away all the things, and this is the budget that we're working from if I don't have a job. And so you will see that in my expenses, now everybody gets to choose what is important to them for themselves, but the bottom line is, if you save for it and you can afford it, go for it. So I put my lashes, I put my grooming into my budget. And when I talk about I have over 7 years of expenses saved up, over 7 years, that includes lashes, that includes hair, that includes food, entertainment, things like that. So I put that padding in my budget, and I can pay those things for 7 whole years, even if I don't bring in income, which is impossible to not bring in income for me. Impossible. But if I didn't, worst case scenario, 7 years, I got it. Okay? And that includes my mama and them, paying for things for them, and all of that. That includes that. 401k, because this is coming from my paycheck, my payroll paycheck, I'm still going to be contributing to my 401k, and that's going to be $1,785. HSA, same thing. Because it's going to be coming from my paycheck, I'm going to still contribute to the HSA, and that's $216. Gifts, I set aside $300 for gifts. Now, this is the part that's going to be different, because normally I do an every dollar budget. What that means is I normally account for every single dollar. It goes somewhere, whether that somewhere is going to be extra mortgage payment, whether that somewhere is going to be to savings accounts or investments. It's going somewhere. We're not doing that anymore. Why? Because I don't know how this immediate future is going to look. Also, I am setting up a home-based business that is going to require some funding, okay? So what I'm doing is taking what I have left over, and again, I'm mindfully spending it on the things that we need. Even if the things that we need are going to be a plane ticket, hotel accommodations, Airbnb accommodations, whatever it is. So what we have left over after all of those things are paid, I have $8,133 remaining, okay? Whatever I don't spend from that $8,133 at the end of the month, it gets moved over to my high yield savings account. Okay. My high yield savings account is with Goldman Sachs Marcus account, where it receives a pretty decent interest rate. I think it's 3.9% right now. So much higher than a regular savings account, much higher than a checking account is ever going to pay you. I enjoy my Marcus savings account. I also receive an extra percentage from referrals, right? They only let me give out 5 referrals a year. So if you guys are interested in opening up a high yield savings account with Goldman Sachs Marcus, if you open it up using a referral code, you too will get an extra bonus for that referral code, in addition to the 3.9% or whatever the interest rate is. A high yield savings account, the interest rate fluctuates month to month to month, okay? But no matter what it is, it's always higher than a regular savings account. Now, let me put in a clip right here, like a little bling, that shows you what I received on March 31st for my high yield savings account, to include the referral bonuses. I broke my account up into different accounts because one of my accounts is expressly for my house payoff journey, the money that I set aside to pay off my house with. But all the accounts receive the same interest rate and they receive the same bonuses. I don't have to, so I said 5, they give me 5, so I don't have to do 10 to cover both accounts. No, that same 5 covers both accounts. And so if you want a referral code, shoot me an email. I will send you one. The referral code may not be mine because, like I said, I only have 5. So what I do is I share the referral codes of other Fun and Budget family members to y'all, to whoever is asking, okay? So that's what it is. So like I said, don't shoot me an email if you're interested in that. And we all benefit from it. It's not just me, because I already reached my 5. So it's not just me. It's others as well. All right. So that is it. That is how I'm budgeting my April budget, guys. Let me know down there if you've already did your budget for the beautiful month of April. Until then, I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe if you want to be a member of the Fun and Budget family. And again, talk to me down there in the comments. I talk back. I talk back. Until the next time, peace.